The recording of this race is sponsored by JB Transmission. Specializing in foreign and domestic repairs, trust JB for all your performance needs. Check us out at www.jbtransmission.com or visit us at 256 St. Mary's Road in Winnipeg. This video production is sponsored by RD Sales and Service Limited. We service what others sell. For all mechanical repairs, trust our professionals. RD Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of the number 17 Super Truck and Sprint Car.
Starting on the pole in your late model division, the Viert Landscaping 88 is Paul Viert outside of row number 1 out of Hallock, Minnesota. He drives the Sportsman's Lodge 71S, Stefan Snare at the wheel. Inside row 2, the Direct Auto Parts Winnipeg Engine and Transmission 71 is Leo Felius. His running mate, this car is for sale outside of row number 2 in the 4th starting position. It is sponsored by freehearingtest.ca, McPhillips Toyota, Emerson Duty Free, and Lucas Oil Products. The 2M is Bill Mooney. Inside row 3, he drives the Forks Finest Auto Body and Car Wash, Italian Moon 11 car out of Grand Forks. This is Troy Schill. And outside in the 10 car out of Winnipeg, sponsored by Associated Auto Auction and Silmac, this is Mike Balkin. Inside row 4, a guy that picked up the feature win here just recently at Red River Co-op Speedway out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Driving the 71D, this is Dustin Strand, an ex-Billy Moyer race car. Outside the 7W is Ricky Weiss. Inside row 5, car number 9 is Walt Morris. In the 5E is Shane Edgington. Last row, Dwayne Rector in the 8D, and the 11SR, Sean Holden. We're racing, here we go. Oh, heads up on the front chute. We have got a collection of cars. Ricky Weiss looks like he's gotten the worst of that one. Wow, a whole pile of cars involved here on the front straightaway. But the 11SR, sponsored by Union Insurance, is right underneath the nose cone of the 7W of Ricky Weiss, so hopefully not too much damage.
Darren, that looked to me like as a result of Paul Viert squeezing Stefan Snare up to the wall, and I know Paul, I guess, wanted to start in a particular spot, but that kind of choked up everybody, and that's unfortunate because here comes Paul without a scratch, and there's plenty of scratches down there. That's a tough break. You could see where a lot of guys will do that. They'll want to move a guy to a certain lane, but that was a little bit, looked a little bit much.
Well, looks like Weiss comes out of there scot-free. The 11SR of Sean Shadow Holden with some nose damage. But that 7W looking a lot better than I thought it was going to. Bill Mooney in the freehearingtest.ca 2M rolling away. Don't forget, get down to his pit area following the races, buy a Bill Mooney Racing t-shirt, and you'll get a free Lucas Oil t-shirt to boot. So no laps in. Mike Balkin in the Silmac Emery Demolition number 10. Using a Miller Racing engine built in Winkler, Manitoba. Troy Schill involved, the Forks Finest Auto Body and Car Wash 11 out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. That car is a Victory Circle, 2011 Victory Circle, built in California. Victory Circle, of course, for many years built great asphalt cars and went over onto dirt a few years ago and have done a great job since. Ricky Weiss rolling down the back chute in the Allied Roofing, Derek's Heavy Truck Parts, New Vision Graphics 7W. Ricky trying to win his 3rd Wazota National Championship. He is the reigning Wazota National Champion in the late model division and trying to make it a hat trick here in 2012. Looking over the late model points here tonight in the late model division. Mike Balkin is your track points leader here. Looks like he's got 426. Ricky Weiss second at 416. Bill Mooney third at 399. A good year for Bill Mooney in the 2M car. And that car is for sale. It's an 06 Fagers car, and they're selling it as a roller. Troy Schill still getting some attention on the front chute in the Italian Moon 11 car. While you're here as that late model rolls away, of course, they take off in low gear, and to get the car moving in the Burt transmission, they actually push the clutch to the floor. So rather than your passenger car where you let your clutch out to get moving, these guys put the car in low, that is low gear, step on the clutch, they bury it to the firewall, the car gets rolling. Once they get rolling up to a certain speed and an RPM that they like, they release the clutch and then take their shifter lever and just kind of jam it into high gear, and that is their race gear. All right, looks like a complete restart here in the late model division. All right, looks like the lineup is good here in the late models. We still have 20 laps on the Pepsi board. As we get set to go racing, Paul Viert moving up on the track again and now dives a little lower. Here we go. Uh-oh! Trouble in turn 1 and 2. Ricky Weiss involved with the 71. 71 got sideways and spun and collected Ricky Weiss in the 7W. A tough feature so far for the two-time Wayzata national champion. All right, I do believe we'll have another complete restart here in the late model division. Ricky Weiss stopped on the back straightaway now as the push truck goes to lend a hand. Not sure what the difficulty is over there. Don't forget, you can grab an ice cold MGD, cold filtered 4 times for a smooth, refreshing taste. And how about Miller Chill Lime? How a light beer with a hint of lime should taste. All right, so it's going to be the 88 and the 71, the 2 car of Bill Mooney, Mike Balkin right there in the Silmac number 10. Don't forget, following this race, we'll have modifieds. Ricky Weiss still stopped on the back straightaway. Our crew over there looking after things. All right. No one's getting tagged for that one, so we are going back to a complete restart. Bill Mooney getting some attention on the front straightaway from Russell, our Castrol technical official. Nose cone slightly adjusted on that Emerson duty-free free hearing test.ca 2M car. I got another idea for that toolkit on the front straightaway besides the Sawzall, maybe a flashlight. All right, I believe the lineup is good. Yellow flag leaving the stand. I do believe, oh, Bill Mooney in the 2M car. So we're not going to go green this time around. Now we're 1 to green. Here we go. $20 laps on the Pepsi board for your late model division. Paul Viert alongside Stefan Snare out of Hallock, Minnesota. That is row number 1. Snare is going to try to get a little better start this time. Here we go. Looks like it's getting a bit slick in turn number 1 and 2 as Viert is your leader. He gets a bit sideways on the entrance to turn 3, however, and the pack catches up. Viert with problems. Paul Viert gets off the throttle in turn 1. Your leader is Stefan Snare. Here comes Troy Schill and Ricky Weiss. Weiss in the 3rd spot. Great race. Bill Mooney working on the 11 of Troy Schill now. Good race for 3rd and 4th. Mooney's got the 3rd spot. Uh-oh, Dustin Strand loops it by himself. Goes off the top of turn number 3. That's a rare move. Yellow flag is out for the 71. '71D, Dustin Strand, who started 7th, goes around on its own. I believe that will be his own yellow flag. What's going on with Edgington and Walt Morris? Morris gets spun in turn 4. Not sure what was going on there, but the two cars came together on the yellow flag. And Morris gets rolling once again. Well, once again, we would like to thank all of you great fans for coming out and enjoying racing action here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway. Of course, season is definitely winding down as we move into the month of September. Want to thank you for all your support all year. Don't forget, this race tonight is being broadcast on the internet at bigdaymedia.ca. We started with an audio broadcast. Now it's actually video as well. So it is a little bit of a work in progress, but BigDayMedia.ca doing a great job here all year long. Now we've got video online, so if you ever need to miss a race, you can always check out BigDayMedia.ca and watch the racing online. All right, 3 laps in only. You can see the clock reading 11 minutes and 20 seconds, so we've gone about 9 minutes and only got 3 laps in. Stefan Snare now in the 71, stopping in turn 4. All right, well, you're wondering where the 5E goes or where he has gone. I just found out he did get a black flag for spinning Morris at the bottom of turn number 4 on the yellow flag. So Shane Edgington has been chucked out of this race. Three down, 17 to go. Stefan Snare now. Well, he was your leader and he's gone, so if he's unable to return, the 7W would be your new leader. He's got a flat tire. Okay. So he will not get his spot back, but he does get 3 laps to change it, so new leader is going to be Ricky Weiss at the green flag. Well, it didn't start out very good for Ricky Weiss. He started 8th originally. Was involved in a couple of accidents, but now he leads this one. So, might not finish like it started. And certainly that would make Ricky happy. Just 9 cars remain on the track now, modifieds to follow this race. Now 11 minutes into this race. All right, looks like we're getting good to go here now. Green flag rolled up, indicating 1 lap to green here. Looks like Stefan Snare rolling out of the pit area now in the 71S. There he is. We're going to go late model racing here. Green flag is out. Ricky Weiss, your leader now with 17 to go. Troy Schill out of Grand Forks in the 2nd spot. 3rd is the 9 of Morris. 4th, Balkan. 5th, Mooney. Ricky Weiss is rocketing it away here. Nobody challenging the Allied Roofing 7W. 2nd spot is the 11 car, Troy Schill. Balkan now battling with the 9 car of Walt Morris. Balkan in the Emery Demolition Miller Racing Engines 10 car. Speeds into turn 3 on the low side alongside Walt Morris now. That's a good race. Balkan keeping it very clean. Balkan slides up in front of Morris, and he's got the spot. But it's still Ricky Weiss in a big way. Troubles for Bill Mooney in the 2M as he rolls into the infield section of the racetrack. 12 to go for your race leader, Ricky Weiss. A full corner ahead of his nearest competitor, Troy Schill, in the Forks Finest Auto Body Victory Circle. Mike Balkin battling with Dustin Strand in the 71D. Pair of victory circles. In fact, the top 4 cars on the racetrack right now are victory circles. Weiss, Schill, Balkin, and Strand. Mike Balkin leads the late model points so far in 2012. But if Ricky can win this one, that'll close the gap. 8 remaining for your leader, Ricky Weiss. Now 7 to go. Nobody to challenge Ricky Weiss thus far. He is gone and checked out. Ricky Weiss looking silky smooth in the 7W car as he puts Sean Shadow Holden a lap down. Ricky Weiss last lap time 19.2 seconds. 19.2 for Ricky Weiss. Track certainly drying out now. The yellow flag is out on the racetrack. That is going to erase Ricky Weiss's huge lead. Well, no doubt about it, this particular race has been rough on late models. Started with 12. As our safety crew heads to the bottom of turn number 2 here in this late model feature. Yellow is for the 9 car, we understand. Walt Morris, the Winnipeg Collision, Winnipeg Dodge Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Winnipeg Free Press number 9. So he will go to the back for that one. So we have 15 laps in. We have 5 remaining on the Pepsi board. Your leader at the restart will be the Allied Roofing 7W of Ricky Weiss, followed by the 11 of Troy Schill. Then we'll have Strand, Balkin, and the 71S of Stefan Snare out of Hallock, Minnesota. 71, a popular number in the late model division. In fact, there's a total of 9 cars on the racetrack, and 3 of them are number 71. All right, here we go. 1 to green in the late model division. All right, getting ready to go back racing now. Late models on the racetrack. Ricky Weiss is your leader on the restart. Here we go. We're racing. Dustin Strand trying the bottom of the racetrack, and he's alongside the 11 of Troy Schill. Schill blows it, slides off the back straightaway, and opens the door for Dustin Strand, who is now chasing down Ricky Weiss. Strand started 7th, is now 2nd. He could make this one interesting. Three to go. Mike Balkin getting by the 11 of Troy Schill. So Balkin into 3rd. Schill is 4th, but Schill might be falling off here a little bit. Stefan Snare challenging the 11 now for the 4th spot, and he's got it. Schill drops to 5th. 2 to go. All right, coming around now to the white flag. Dustin Strand is right there to challenge the 7W. Ricky Weiss continues to lead this one. Into turn 1 they go on their final lap. Strand's trying to find something on the bottom of the racetrack. He can't. Ricky Weiss pulls away on the back chute. Checkered flag is out. Your winner, Ricky Weiss, followed by Dustin Strand out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. 3rd place is going to go to Mike Balkin in a close finish with the 71 of Stefan Snare. Stefan Snare really coming on late in that late model race, almost passing Balkin at the finish line, but it is Weiss, Strand, Balkin, then the 71S of Stefan Snare. Wow, what a race in the closing laps. No doubt about that. Dustin Strand put up a great fight. He started 7th, got up, but not far enough. Ricky Weiss takes the win.
All right, we're about set to go modified racing. Here's the lineup.